There's something important you need to know. Your wedding has been arranged for this weekend.
Grandma, what?
Some decisions are bigger than feelings.
That same night, she walked away from the life chosen for her.
Careful, I've got it.
That night, in a house filled with wealth, Isabella received news that would change everything. The engagement announcement goes public tomorrow morning. At first, Isabella thought she heard wrong. But no. Her grandmother meant every word. You announced my engagement before asking me? And then came the sentence. The kind rich families use. When feelings no longer matter. Marriage is not about feelings. It is about legacy. Nobody moved. Nobody spoke. Even the servants suddenly remembered. This was not their business. And honestly, nobody wanted to breathe first. Later that night, alone in a room full of expensive things, Isabella began removing pieces of a life she no longer wanted. She looked into the mirror, and for a moment, she didn't see a billionaire. She didn't even see a bride. Isabella whispered, softly, almost afraid of her own words. What if nobody recognized me without the money? Outside, the storm had already started. And somehow, it felt exactly like Isabella's heart. So that same night, a billionaire heiress did something nobody expected. She changed clothes, picked one bag, and ran.
By morning, the whole country was searching for Isabella King. News stations panicked. Her family panicked. But somewhere, for the first time in her life, Isabella felt free. By morning, Isabella had arrived somewhere money could not announce her. No cameras, no guards, no family pressure. Just a quiet little town, living its own life. And for the first time in her life, nobody looked at her like Isabella King.
To them, she was just another girl. And strangely, that felt good. Nobody knows me here. That freedom lasted about 5 minutes until Isabella walked into Maya's restaurant. And suddenly, peace disappeared. A billionaire heiress, standing nervously, asking for a waitress job. Life really had jokes. You want to work here? Yes. Maya looked at her once and immediately knew this girl had never carried anything heavier than designer handbags. Can you carry plates without crying? Probably. Maya shrugged, looked at her, and made the fastest hiring decision in history. Good enough. You start now. Now? And that was when reality slapped her. Because carrying luxury bags and carrying hot food are not the same thing. Customers shouting, kitchens screaming, orders flying everywhere. And Isabella was one plate away from collapse. But somewhere inside all that madness, Isabella smiled. Because for the first time, nobody cared about her name. Only the food. And honestly, that felt like freedom. Then, just when disaster was about to happen, someone caught the tray before it hit the floor. Just when Isabella thought she was getting the hang of it, disaster came flying. Literally. Before the plates could hit the floor, someone caught them smoothly, like he had done this before. Then came that awkward moment when both people suddenly forget how eyes work. Noah said very little, but somehow his calm made her even more nervous.
Careful.
Sorry.
First day.
Is it that obvious? But before that little moment could mean anything, trouble arrived. Rich, loud, and very rude. Then suddenly, it stopped being about food. Because the man crossed a line. Do you know how much I paid to eat here? And that was when Noah moved. Not loudly, not angrily, just like a man who already knew what was right.
Let go of her.
Noah didn't shout. He didn't threaten. But somehow, everybody knew who was in control now.
Mind your business.
You made it everybody's business the moment you touched her.
And just like that, the loud man suddenly remembered he wasn't so brave after all. And for the first time in her life, someone defended Isabella without asking for anything in return. And that scared her more than she expected.
That night, after work, for the first time, they sat together in silence. Not awkward silence. The kind that feels safe.
No cameras, no shouting, no rich family drama. Just coffee, waves, and two tired people pretending not to notice each other. Then Noah asked the question, the one Isabella had been avoiding. So, why did you really come here? And for the first time, Isabella told someone the truth. Not all of it, but enough. I wanted to know what life felt like when nobody wanted something from me. Noah thought about it and answered like someone who understood pain too. And people are meaner than I expected. Some are better too. And somewhere between laughter and silence, something began. Quietly. Dangerously. Weeks passed. And slowly, Isabella stopped running. She started building. Customers returned. Money improved. And Maya finally stopped looking at Isabella like a walking accident. And Maya, being Maya, noticed what everybody else was pretending not to notice. I'm seeing things. Then Noah said something that hit Isabella harder than he knew. You don't belong in a place like this. And instead of running from that truth, Isabella surprised herself. Maybe that's exactly why I stayed. Then one evening, wealth arrived. Loudly. And somehow, Isabella knew peace was over. Nobody understood what was happening. But Isabella did. Because some problems don't stay where you leave them. And then, Vanessa walked in. Like a storm wearing heels. And immediately, everything changed. One magazine. One picture. And suddenly, the quiet life Isabella built was no longer private. Your little waitress? She's Isabella King. Noah looked at the page. Then at Isabella. And in that moment, questions arrived faster than answers. But Isabella wasn't the only one keeping things quiet. Noah too had a side of his story she never knew. And then, the final truth came out. The engagement. The wedding. The life Isabella never explained. She's engaged. And then Noah asked, The question nobody prepares for. Was any of this real? She wanted to explain. Wanted to say something. Anything. Before the moment slipped away. Isabella. Noah. Please. And just like that, the closeness they built began to fall apart. Not because feelings disappeared, but because truth arrived too late. Months passed. Pain softened. But some stories don't end that easily. The restaurant was alive again, and so was Isabella. At least on the outside. Then one day, the past walked back in, and Isabella forgot how to breathe. No arguments. No explanations. Just a quiet walk to where words could finally breathe. Noah said nothing at first. Sometimes, silence speaks before love does. The world tried to arrange us for business. He looked at her. Not with anger, not with pain, but with truth. But I choose you for love. And in one sentence, he gave her something money never could. A choice. Then Noah did something Isabella never expected. Yes. This time, not because family said so. Not because money said so. But because her heart did. And for the first time, love belonged to them. Not arranged. Not bought. Chosen.